You know, when we talk about the heart today, we usually just mean like that little red emoji you double tap on social media.
Yeah.
It is all about feelings or romance, maybe a bit of impulsiveness.
Right, yeah. But today's deep dive flips that entirely on its head. What if your heart isn't just an unpredictable compass for your feelings, but it's actually the CPU, the central processing unit of your entire existence?
Exactly. We're digging into a really thought-provoking message from Pastor Hu Zikang that redefines this ancient concept. And we are exploring what happens when that core processor gets, completely overloaded by our modern obsession with material wealth.
Yeah, so if you look at ancient texts, places like Matthew chapter 5 or the book of Proverbs, the heart isn't just about emotion.
Wait, really? What else is it?
Well, it is the absolute center of intellect, emotion, and will all combined. I mean, it is the fundamental control center of human personality and thought.
So it really is the CPU. And if that core programming is corrupt, well, the whole system fails, no matter how shiny the external hardware looks.
That is a great way to put it. And King Saul, the first king of Israel, is a perfect historical example of a massive system failure.
Oh, for sure.
God essentially gave Saul an upgraded operating system, literally a new heart required to run an entire kingdom, but his underlying habits were just incompatible.
Right, he kept reverting to his old, faulty programming.
Exactly. Because he refused to run the new system, the kingdom was taken and given to David, who was someone whose core actually aligned with the right programming.
Wow. So if our heart is our internal operating system, we really have to look at the kind of software we're actively downloading from today's, frankly, highly materialistic culture.
Oh, absolutely. There is a massive clash between asceticism, like those early monks living incredibly simple, sparse lives, and the sheer abundance of modern society. Theologian Paul Tillich actually coined a phrase for this.
What did he call it?
He called it your ultimate concern. It is the single thing you dedicate your ultimate energy to pursuing. We see this play out constantly today. Take, for instance, the recent parliamentary dispute involving Miss Li, a Chinese immigrant to Taiwan.
Right, and we are just reporting on the source material here, not endorsing any sides, but she famously flaunted Hermes, Louis Vuitton, and drove a Porsche.
Yes. Specifically to project a high commercial value and status to the public. For many people, that specific luxury lifestyle really is the ultimate dream.
I get the danger of materialism, but let's be real for a second. Upgrading to a faster phone or a safer, more comfortable car is just practical, right? It makes life easier.
Sure, yeah. Improving your living conditions isn't inherently wrong.
So at what point does a simple, practical upgrade cross the line into becoming this ultimate concern you were talking about?
Well, the line is crossed when those material upgrades consume your focus to the point where they replace your character. They replace your integrity and your deeper spiritual values.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it is all about what dominates the processing power of your internal CPU.
That makes sense. And if our internal CPU determines our character, then the ultimate proof of that isn't the status we project today. It is what we leave behind when the system powers down for good.
Exactly. When we look at legacies, there is a stark contrast. On one side, you have massive commercial titans. Think of Chang Yongfa of the Evergreen Group, Wang Yongqing of Formosa Plastics, or Morris Chang of TSMC.
They totally changed the global landscape and left behind incredible wealth and corporate empires.
Which is a very tangible, specific type of success. But contrast them with figures who lived incredibly simple lives, yet left profound societal impacts. People like Albert Schweitzer or George Leslie Mackay.
Right, they didn't leave behind massive bank accounts or luxury fleets.
No, they used their faith and their deeply held values to transform entire regions. Their legacy was entirely about their character and their spiritual impact.
Oh, so everyone listening, if you spend your life filling a passport with stamps or a garage with luxury cars, does any of that actually hold weight in an eternal framework?
Or is it just temporary commercial success? That is the core takeaway here. We all have to examine our own internal CPU. Are we endlessly buffering, trying to load more temporary wealth and status?
Or are we processing something deeper, building a lasting, spiritually grounded character?
Right, exactly.
Well, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought to mull over today. Building on Paul Tillich's idea, if a total stranger were to look exclusively at your bank statements and your calendar from the past month, what would they conclude is your ultimate concern?